Hello guys, myself Jaydeep Seresia, Standard 6, Chapter number 7, Things Around Us. In the previous video, as we have discussed the topic, it was excretion, then living things have a definite lifespan. So these both were the characteristics of living things, right? So let's revise it. So first is excretion. So what is the meaning of excretion? That means living things remove the waste products from its body, right? As for example, if we discuss about the plant, so latex, resin, gum has been excreted. Then about animal, so animal excrete their liquid waste in the form of urine, in sweat, gaseous waste in the form of carbon dioxide during the respiration process, right? That has been discussed in the previous video. Now it was about definite lifespan. So all the animals and plants have fixed time period when it lives, right? Lifespan, that means it is the time between the born to the death. So there are few examples like bees, flies. So it can live by 5 minutes to 1 to 2 weeks. Then dog, it is 15 years. Then tortoise, nearly 300 years. Humans, near about 80 to 100 years, right? It was the lifespan and death. Now let's solve this. Let's remember fill-ups. So here first fill-up is bacteria are unicellular organism. Then second, stomata in leaves show the respiration characteristics. Then third one, breathing is a part of it is respiration. Fourth, potatoes can reproduce through their eyes. Fifth one, plant resin is an example of excretory product. Now let's solve true and false. So first one, earthworms breathe through their moist skin. So it is true. Second, folding of leaves of the touch-me-not plant shows the characteristics of growth. So it is false, because touch-me-not plant is a characteristic name is response and stimuli. Third one, Brachyphyllum reproduce through its leaf bud. It is true. Fourth one, frogs give birth to young ones. Frog gives birth to eggs, not young ones. So it is false. Now guys, our next topic is ecosystem. So guys, before we start, what is ecosystem? How living things and non-living things are interacted with each other, why it is important, how it is interacted to each other. So this all the things we are going to learn today. So first of all, definition of ecosystem. So what is the meaning of ecosystem? It consists of all organisms in a particular area interacting with one another and with their non-living surroundings. Right, this is the definition. So here organisms are interacting with each other. Organisms are also interacted with physical environment, with light, water, soil, sunlight, right? These all are the components of ecosystem. So in the ecosystem there are two parts, like living things and non-living things. So first of all, if we see in this pond, so there are so many things in this pond. What? Water, then these animals, duck, then plants. So ducks and plants are called as biotic component, and soil, then stones and water, these all components are called as abiotic components, right? So what is the biotic component? So all the living things like plants and animals, microorganisms, all are called as biotic components. Fish, plants, insects, which has been given in the pond, right? These all are biotic components. Now what is abiotic? The abiotic components, that means ki non-living things, non-living factors are called as abiotic components, abiotic factors. As for example, water, air, soil, sunlight, wind, these all are abiotic, right? Water, rocks, sunlight, temperature, these all are abiotic components. Now let's discuss about interaction between the biotic components of an ecosystem. So in the biotic component, first of all, plants. So we know that ki in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water, green plant can manufacture their own food. This process is called as photosynthesis process. That's why green plants are called as producers. These producers are also called as autotrophs. What is the meaning of autotrophs? Autotrophs, that means auto means self and trophs means food, right? Now consumers. So guys, we know that key animals which eat, which cannot manufacture their own food, is called as heterotrophs. Hetero, that means other, and trophs means food. That means the animals which depend on other organisms for food. These all are called as heterotrophs. So herbivores, they eat plant products like cows, buffaloes, goats. They eat plant products. So these all are called as primary consumers. Then if we discuss about carnivores, so carnivores eat the flesh of other animals, right? So this is called as secondary consumers, and secondary consumers depends on the primary consumers. Now omnivores. What is omnivores? Omnivores, that means they can eat plant products as well as animal part, as well as animal meat, right? So it depends on producers or primary consumer or on secondary consumers. That means secondary consumers is called as the Now scavengers and decomposers. So after the dead body of goat or any other herbivores, whatever remaining parts या तो flesh which has been eaten by the scavengers, as for example vulture, termites, vulture and hyenas, these all are used to eat the flesh part, that means the waste product of meat which has been eaten by the carnivores, right? Then what happens after that? After the eating product, that means ki after the rest part of the scavengers, whatever remaining part is there, it has been decomposed by bacteria or fungi, right? So what they will do, they will convert this meat and waste product parts into simpler substances and mixes in the soil. That means ki it is recycling process of nutrients, right? So scavengers and decomposers are very important for our environment and it plays an important role in the environment. Now there is one process that nutrients passes through plant to the herbivores and herbivores to carnivores, or herbivores or carnivores to omnivores, then to decomposers or scavengers, then it has been mixed in the soil. This is called as recycling of nutrients, right? Then it has been deposited in the soil by scavengers and decomposers. So guys, this was biotic components, right, and how they are interacted to each other. So let's see today's homework. Take out MCQ. Okay, now take out two examples. Write down question number 3 and 4, biotic components and abiotic component. Write down only name of the components in textbook. Then turn your page. Now one word. Question number 5. The system that consists of all organisms in a particular area interacting with one another and with their non-living surroundings. So write it down the answer here. Now take out distinguish. Take out question number 4. Biotic and abiotic components. Just write down definition and examples of biotic and abiotic component. Students will write short, long, whatever homework we are assigning every day. In that, whatever short, long or distinguish we are giving, that students have to write in fair notebook. Now it is skill builder. So look at the picture and answer the questions, right? So this is also in today's homework. Okay guys, thank you, have a nice day.